Jackson High School Band, who qualified for All-State performance last weekend in Grand Rapids. We have Riley Bergen and Jonah Riddle. Guys, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Yeah, and congratulations.
Thank you.
That's pretty cool. You're the only two in Jackson County qualifying for All-State performance.
That is pretty exciting. I mean, I think that it was a great experience, and I think that I'm excited to see more people in the future participate in it, especially from Jackson County.
Riley, tell me how this happened. What does it mean to qualify for All-State performance?
The All-State band, the All-State ensembles, actually, over 2,500, I think it was closer to 3,000 students, high school musicians auditioned this year, and only about 200 get in, and that's through the middle school ensembles and like high school. And really, during the music conference, they all come together and perform a concert, and a lot of it is for educators to actually see and to see the future of like music education and showcase really like where we are right now and where our students are right now.
Well, I've always thought Jackson High has one of the best bands around, and I think one of the advantages you guys have is number of students that are interested in the music program at JPS. What's your instrument?
I play French horn. I played French horn in the All-State band, but I also play trumpet.
All right, and Jonah?
I play percussion.
Percussion. And that involves a lot of different instruments.
Yeah.
How many different percussion instruments can you play?
I mean, pretty much all of them. So, 50.
What's your main one?
I say my main one's marimba. It's one of the keyboards.
Okay, and you're in the marching band?
Yeah.
And the concert band?
Mm-hmm.
So you're year-round musicians.
Yeah.
What was the experience like being in the Michigan School Band and Orchestra Association All-State Band? Was there a lot of pressure in the performance?
There was a fair amount, yeah. But I think we had enough time to prepare beforehand that it was still a lot of pressure, but it felt natural.
How do you practice for that? Did they send you music ahead of time?
Yeah, they sent us music in December, and then we had 2 full days beforehand.
Do you get to practice at all with the fellow students? Yeah. But not a lot.
No, not nearly as much as you would for like preparing like a high school concert. Sorry. The rehearsals, they were very long. It would be like nearly 9 hours a day of rehearsal, all of us in this one room. It was getting really hot in there. It was pretty rigorous, I mean, but coming together, it's just something very special.
What a great experience. And it was at DeVos Performance Hall, so that's a pretty cool place.
Yeah, it was really pretty.
Yeah, it's big. I mean, there are big concerts there.
The great facility, great acoustics.
I bet. What were the pieces that you played?
We played one called, it was a Sousa march called Easter Monday on the White House Lawn. And then there's like a slower piece. I don't know what that was called.
Sorry. There was, what is it called? Rivers of Air by Runstead. I forgot his first name, but it was really, they use so many different composers of so many different backgrounds. Like John Philip Sousa, he was the one with the Stars and Stripes Forever march, and like when you think of like a march, you think of John Philip Sousa, and that was something that really like we'd all experienced. But then when they moved on to the second piece, which was like slower, more powerful, it was like almost a sonic exploration, a little more vulnerable of a piece. It was a way for us to blanket over everything. The third piece was actually, I can't pronounce the name, but it was a newer arrangement that had like a Triple Crown Award There's 3 music composition contests every single year, and the year that it was released, it won all 3, and that's very rare. It was an homage to Bach, where it was just really cool sonically to play.
Yeah, it sounds like it was for you very emotional and moving to be part of that and playing those pieces. Music, is that going to be your life? Are you planning on continuing your education in music?
I'm planning to keep doing music, for the rest of my life, but I'm not going into music for my major, but.
Yeah, it's hard to make a career out of music, isn't it? What year are you, Jonah?
I'm a senior.
And do you know what you're going to do next year?
I'm planning to study urban planning.
Oh, cool. And do you know where you're going to go?
Not 100% sure yet. I have a couple of schools in mind, but.
All right. Still time to decide. And Riley, what about you? Are you a senior too?
No, I'm a junior this year. Your question about music as a career, I would like to be a career musician, and I think that music is something that will follow me throughout my life, and it's an integral part of who I am. And I want to keep exploring that. I do plan on going to college for music performance, and possibly taking that to upper level orchestras.
What was your inspiration? Did it happen while you were a student in JPS?
In middle school, and in middle school band, I thought, oh, band is just something you do to get out of gym. But then as soon as you as soon as you get to a point where you have this fluency with your instrument, you can start using it almost like another language, some way to express yourself. And I think that having that part of your life and having like another language, another way to speak to other people, that is one of the most important things.
Yeah, I kind of regret that I didn't stick with music when it was elementary school, and the clarinet and I just didn't get along for some reason. So, but you're right. These are lifelong skills that you'll be able to use in so many ways. So, percussion, you can play drums, you can be in a garage band, and while you're urban planning somewhere, and you'll be able to perform. How many? You've got 2 instruments. Which one did you use? Did you play in Grand Rapids?
The French horn.
Okay. Which one do you like better?
The French horn. I started on French horn. Always going to come back to French horn.
How did you pick? Because if I was going to pick, I wouldn't pick the clarinet today. I would pick the drums. How did you pick the drums?
Well, honestly, partially because both of my siblings also play the drums. I had a couple of other interests in mind when I picked them, but I just liked them. I just liked how they felt when I played them. So.
What kid doesn't like the drums? French horn, though, that's another story.
Oh, I think honestly, some people have like these, I don't know, cool stories about how they found their instruments, but really no. In middle school, there's like one of the first days of band, my middle school teacher, Kevin Krieger at Parkside, he lets everyone try out every single instrument, and for some reason, some God-given talent that he has of placing people on instruments, he's like, you have a really good ear. I think you'd be a great French horn player. And I guess he was right. I mean,
he was right. Kevin, you were right. And Kevin, you're a great saxophone player. So I have that skill too. You got more performance, more opportunities to perform throughout the rest of the school year?
Yeah, this weekend actually we have solo and ensemble. So we'll be playing a solo. We'll get judged on that.
And can people come watch?
Yeah.
It's
sort of.
semi public, because really you can come into the performance room, but most people would not disturb.
We'll wait for the concert, the next concert.
Oh, I believe there's a concert coming up in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think it was like 2 weeks.
Our pre-festival concert, where it's like solo ensemble, but as a whole band.
Awesome. Well, we'll look forward to that. We'll tell our viewers when they can go. And we talked a little bit about Jonah's music background, but you didn't grow up in Jackson,
No, I
so you
didn't.
didn't have the experience at Parkside and that Riley did.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, guys, and keep on making great music.
Thank you.
Two of the All-State band members from Jackson High School, Riley Bergen and Jonah Riddle. Next up, I've got some things to tell you.